Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I am your host, John the Bod, aka the Bod Father, and as always, I bring you guys awesome interviews. And today I have Miss Lindy Gabriel from the band Gabriel and the Apocalypse, and they got a new album that's out called The Ghost Parade, and I'm going to get to talk to her about that new album. So, Lindy, how's it going?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing great. Like I said earlier, glad to have you on the show to talk about the band and the debut album here. So what's impressed you the most about making the Ghost Parade album?
I don't know. I was really inspired putting a concept record together. Mm-hmm. And it has 3 parts, 3 acts, and it kind of plays off the idea of becoming ghosts in a metaphoric kind of way, as a society becoming ghosts and being distracted with things that, don't really matter. People are distracted by, the media and the internet and, the Kardashians and things like that, when I feel there's a lot of issues in this world that need to be addressed, that we need to kind of unite and come together to address those things.
The hell with the Kardashians.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I just, cause it's meaningless, it's like, who cares about those things, and it's like, if you have the time to just waste on, watching meaningless things that don't matter in your life when this world's falling apart,
Very
so
true.
I don't know. That's kind of the way I think about it.
Did you want to go the concept album way, or did it just kind of go that way for you guys?
It kind of just went that way, because there's a few songs on the Ghost Parade that were released like on an EP a couple of years before it.
Right.
And I had a different idea about how I wanted to kind of execute those songs in a different way, and I wanted to add to that EP in the future, but it didn't work out that way. And then we ended up signing a record deal, and they really liked the EP that we had released previously and asked if, we would put that on the full-length record. And I was like, yeah. But then it was a challenge because I already had a concept for those few songs originally, and I had to think about how could I make this all fit, Mm-hmm. It was kind of like a big puzzle piece. But I managed to do that because then the other half of the record that was like previously released is kind of like about a relationship that I had, and it was with someone that had a really serious drug addiction, and just trying to save this person, and watching them become a ghost in a way, like a shell of themselves, and, coming to the realization that there's nothing I could do to save this person, and I just wrote about it. And that was like my way of dealing with it. So again, so the idea of becoming ghosts, like in a personal way, and then in a way of my view of the world.
Who produced this album, Lindy? Did you guys produce this, or did somebody come in and help you guys with this? Let's talk about that a little bit.
I mean, we produced it, but we also have a producer named Wally Joseph out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, and he also produced our previous record, New World Disaster. He's really good.
Working with Wally, does he just pretty much let you guys do your own thing, or does he step in and say, hey, let's change this up a little bit?
He lets us do our own thing, but he will make suggestions like, hey, I think you should try this, or how about you try this halftime, or try this double time, or how about this backup vocal, or how about you change this word out for this word. So he's really helpful, and the majority of the time we do listen to him. And there's some times we're like, no, we're sticking to our guns on this, we're not going to change it, but it's just nice to get that outside perspective and that outside ear. And I think it just makes it that much better and more developed. Any
songs for you that stick out on this album more than any, if possible, maybe, or no?
I would say Behind the Sun. It's probably the most like mellow song Gabriel Apocalypse has ever done. It's the most personal, and it's the most honest and raw. And I've had people, like, we're on tour right now, and the album was just released, and people coming up to me saying, I really like that song a lot. I just think it really stands out, and it's something that I don't think you would expect from us because we're so rough around the edges, and it's a lot. It shows like the softer emotional side.
When folks start to listen to this album, what do you hope that they take away from it, Lindy? What do you hope that they get from it?
I really hope that they can really feel and hear the honesty and the sincerity in this record. It's really raw, and for me, it has the emotion that I feel the newer music nowadays is kind of lacking. Everything is so, in my opinion, overproduced or overpolished. So I think people will really appreciate the rawness of this record and connect with it emotionally.
And a lot of albums that are coming out per se are like you said, they're too cleany. And they're just, I just don't feel it. You can tell it's been pushed too quick, and every song's the same. Yeah,
I agree. I completely agree. Like, this, I mean, our record, it has waves of emotion, and it has different sounds, and it has the harder stuff, it has the mellower stuff, it has more melodic, and, you know, different keyboards, piano, different, you know, mechanical drum beats and such. So I definitely would like to experiment and not, you know, contain ourselves in a box, but it all makes sense and kind of comes together.
Yeah, albums should take you away. And I mention this all the time, and it's the truth. It's God's honest truth. When you put an album on, no matter who it is, it should take you away somewhere and let you relax and just escape for a while.
Exactly. So, I mean, me personally, I feel we've achieved that. And, I mean, so far, we've been getting great reviews and people coming up to me and just saying, like, wow, I want to hear more music like this, or this is what, you know, music should be again, or I'm glad you're bringing this back. So I feel like people that have heard the record, like, really understand it, and really it's being really well received.
What helps you keep your mind fresh and open to new lyrics and things that you've not done before or come across before?
You know, I mean, because, like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I'm going to have writer's block. I'm not going to have anything to write about. But there's always something that I can grasp onto that makes me feel, you know, I feel like I'm really in tune with emotion and pain and things in this world that just really affect me. Like, things that like don't really affect other people. Like how does that not bother you? How does that not make you want to cry or break down or want to do something or change the world? Like, so things like that just really affect me. So it just really drives me to write and to create. So I don't know. Every time I think that, oh, there's nothing else I can write about, like something else will happen, you know, in my personal life or you know, something will happen in the world that really just like touches me or moves me, that I just feel like I have to write about it, and just to let people know. I think, you know, some of the issues I write about, either people are too stubborn and don't want to have the burden of those things and like hear about those things, but there's some people that are just really completely unaware. So I just like to kind of put a spotlight on certain issues just so people are aware and they can choose to do something or not. You know, it's like, I feel like you're either, you know, helping with the solution, or you're you know, you're not. So it's kind of like make a choice.
So far, the tour with Wednesday 13, you guys are out with them. How's the tour going, and anything Wednesday 13's gave you advice on possibly?
It is absolutely wonderful. We're having a blast, and we're really kind of just starting to, you know, become friends with them and talk to them a lot. And Wednesday, you know, has been he'll kind of peep in and check out our show, and I've talked to him a couple times, and I don't know, I really feel like we're going to definitely cross paths in the future, because our sound and the crowds, like, it just kind of, it's like a match made in heaven. It's really worked out well.
Well, the stage presence for both of you guys is pretty cool for both, so it makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I listened, you know, to Wednesday 13 and the Murder Dolls and such, and I thought they were good, but I wasn't really into them. And now, like, seeing the live show, I'm a huge fan now. I'm like, now I've been like searching everything and everything he's done. I'm like, oh my God, you know, just like seeing him live and how powerful his voice is live, and just the theatrics. It's like, I'm really, really into it. So I'm really impressed with their live show. If
you get a chance, check out the Wednesday 13 acoustic. There's a live acoustic album that they got, and it's fucking amazing. Really great.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I'm a new fan now. I'm going to explore everything now.
So what can fans expect out of a show from Gabriel and the Apocalypse once they come out to check you guys and gals out?
Gabriel and the Apocalypse, we are a high energy, like, in your face band. Like, I mean, the music comes first, but second is our live show. I really feel like you have to see our live show to really get, you know, the full effect, to understand. We kind of have that larger than life, like, persona, and almost like an 80s thing, you know, just like having a good time in your face. And every night on this tour, like, our merch table has been like like the party room. I swear, like we're just, you know, we just like to have a good time, and we want our fans to have a good time and kind of let loose. And yeah, it's been great.
Do you guys like the digital way of recording these days, and plus, you know, how you get your albums out now? Do you guys like this part, or would you like to see it go back the old school way?
You know, because me personally, I'm old school. I've never downloaded a song. I always buy the CD. I can't, I don't even know how to download a song probably. You know what I mean? Because I like the excitement of going to buy the record the day it comes out and
right.
opening that up and seeing the artwork in there, if the lyrics are in there, and you know, putting the CD in the CD player and listening to it front to back, reading the lyrics with it, getting the full experience. Like, so for me, that's what I really like, but I just don't think that it'll ever go back to that way.
No, it won't. I don't think so.
But, you know, I don't think it ever will, but that's just how I am. I just don't like, you know, like the streaming thing and hearing a song, you know, from a record, like not, you know, in its whole like context, you know, it's just because I feel like an album is a full piece of artwork that you need to like really take in and hear it and listen to it front to back.
Yeah. And I mean, I tell people this and they look at me like I'm crazy. I'm 37, but I remember when I was a kid going and getting the Poison Open Up Say All cassette tape, or breaking my neck to get the Master of Puppets CD, and you would take those out of the package and smell them. You don't get that no more. That what makes you remember that album and keep it.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I completely agree, you know, but I'm stubborn, man. I'm going to still keep buying CDs until they don't make them anymore. You know, that's just, I'm going to keep doing it.
If they go away with them, then that's just stupid. I think that's just, you know, ridiculous. Yeah. But like you said, things change and technology just gets more and more stupid, honestly.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I agree.
So far, what has been your favorite part that's stuck out in your mind for Gabriel and the Apocalypse? What's got the for you that says, I can't believe we just did that?
Well, I mean, the last year has just been really surreal for us because, like, we were just talking, the band and we were just talking today, like, wow, a year ago we were like really uncertain with the future of the band. Like we went through a rough patch and we had bad management, and you know, we replaced a lot of band members, and like we really didn't know like if we were going to continue on or not. And now, like, we're on tour. We just released a record. We just got word from our label that, you know, our song is in the top 50 for metal charts, in the top 40 for like college radio, and we're just like, whoa, this is crazy, because like I wouldn't have thought that this would have been happening like a year ago, because things like were just so uncertain. So I think right now we're just like, wow, I can't believe this is happening, you know, and it's been really exciting. We're really thankful for the opportunities.
Give me just one moment. What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you?
Well, I grew up with it. My parents were in bands even before I was born, so I was literally just completely born into it. You know, my parents would jam in the basement. They had all the equipment. So I started singing, I mean, pretty much as soon as I could talk, and I would dress up in my mom's performing clothes, and my dad would set the PA for me, and, you know, he'd teach me guitar, and so I was just born into it, and I started writing lyrics in like 4th grade, and started messing around with my dad's recording equipment when I was like probably in 4th or 5th grade, and I always put these like little dance groups together when I was a kid, and I played my first real rock show when I was 11 years old at the American Legion. So it's just, it was just always in me, you know. And then I played a talent show in 7th grade and played Violet by Hole, and I was really shy before that and not popular at all. And after I did that, like, everyone thought I was cool all of a sudden, you know. But after that, I was like, yeah, this is really what I want to do, you know. And so I think that once you have that in you, it's hard to get that out of you. I don't think you really can. You know, even times like, oh, I don't know if you know, like I said, like a year ago, I don't know if the band will work out, but it's like, no matter what, I think I'll always be creating music and writing. Because it's just like who I am. I don't think I would be happy or be able to survive if I didn't have that outlet.
I don't know if you guys receive these or not, but I'll ask anyway. What's it mean to you, Lindy, when you guys receive an email from a fan, or prior to your shows or after your shows, they'll come up to you and say, hey, look, your music has helped me through a tough time. It's gave me inspiration, or even just, made me relax and escape the everyday reality bullshit that we go through. What's that mean to you guys if that's happened?
It means everything. Like, we've been getting that a lot, especially lately with the release of the record. Someone just posted on our Facebook about, I just got the record, and I mean, a huge page full of what he thought of our new record, The Ghost Parade, and I literally got teary-eyed. I couldn't believe it. It means everything, and I just for especially people saying, oh, your words and you're so full of emotion, and I get it, and this song reminds me of this, and I'm such a shy person, naturally, I am a shy person, and I don't know how to take that or what to say, besides thank you so much. That means everything to me, because it really does. It's just shocking, it's unreal to me, but I really do appreciate it. And, I can relate, because the artist that inspired me, or the artist that kept me going, or that I could relate to, so I mean, I get it. I understand it. It's just weird to be that person that's inspiring people or people that relate to me.
I just like to say thank you guys for your music and keep on doing what you guys are doing.
Thank you so much.
How can folks stay in touch with you guys, Lindy? Buy some merchandise, grab some tickets, buy some shirts. How can you do that?
We have our Facebook. You can keep in contact there. We always post, what we're doing next, and we update that every day. We have a Twitter account. We have our website, GabrielApocalypse.com, and it has our merch store on there, so you can get, T-shirts, CDs. The Ghost Parade, you can get it on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon. You can pretty much get that anywhere right now. So if you search for it, you'll definitely find it. It'll definitely pop up.
Before I let you go, will you care to do a promo for the show?
Oh, yeah, that'll be great.
Just say, this is Lindy of Gabriel and the Apocalypse, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
This is Lindy Gabriel from Gabriel and the Apocalypse, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great music coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and Uber City Radio. Thanks, Lindy.
Thank you so much. Take care.
You too. Thank you.